Good. Whoops. Is that too close? Oh my gosh, that is too close. It's always scary doing that. There we go. I think that's right. I'm just gonna get some more water in my system, Cappies. Okay. Let me shuffle this a little bit more. I always shuffle this off camera, but it just feels better shuffling it on camera as well. I feel like you guys, oh. Let's clean that up. I feel like you guys are gonna have a different energy to the other signs. Oh my gosh, look at so I'm going to cleanse. There we go. Trying to respect the objects in my house. I'm going to cleanse my space. I know I should have done this off camera, but lately we've been doing it on camera, and who knows, maybe this chant is helpful for someone. So without further ado, Spirit, please help me to cleanse all negative entities, energies, and spirits from my body, from my home, and from my divination tools, so that I may offer clear, honest messages to Capricorn in today's love predictions reading. This Palo Santo is not lighting. What's going on? There we go. Now we got some smoke. Not a lot though, to be honest with you. I'm kind of underwhelmed with that smoke response. Anyway, it's the intention. It's the intention that matters. Welcome everybody. Hi Valeria. Thank you so much for joining. Hi Joe. Oh, it's so lovely to have you here. Welcome Connie. Yay, welcome B Baptiste. Oh, I love. Let's get into it, sweet souls. So, you're probably going to get so annoyed with this spiel if you've heard it a few times, but I got to do it again, especially for the people that are watching after we do our live stream. Today's reading is intended for Capricorn Sun Moon Risings or Capricorn Venuses. We will be looking at Capricorn's love life in the month ahead, getting love-specific predictions from mid-October to mid-November. So if you're looking for more general predictions, I do have an October predictions reading up on my channel, and I'll be doing November's predictions very, very soon. Without further ado, let's get into it. What can Capricorn expect in the month ahead when it comes to love? I will be checking on the chat from time to time, so do feel free to post questions in the chat if you have any as we channel. I'm going to start by pulling 3 oracle cards from this oracle deck to tell us the 3 main themes in your love life in the month ahead. If you're not a Capricorn and you are here cross-watching on a Capricorn that you're interested in, I more than welcome you here. Thank you for your energy and your time. But I do need you to know that I'm a very honest reader. So you may hear or see something you do not like. Consider this your warning. Let's have a look, Capricorns. What is happening in the month ahead when it comes to Capricorn's love life? We have Jupiter. You know what? I was just staring at Sagittarius on my wall, so that's interesting. What else can you tell Capricorn about their love life in the month ahead? That's cute, you guys. I love how I went into that with skepticism, but that Jupiter energy, it feels very positive. It feels like a really hopeful shift. I don't want to get my hopes up by channeling this, but I'm feeling a really positive shift here. We also have masculine in the reverse position. What else can you tell Capricorn about their love life in the month ahead? Look at that Saturn energy coming out for you and waxing gibbous. Okay, not everybody can take the Saturn flame, but you can, Capricorn. So at the back of the deck, we have Scorpio. This is, wow, I need to ground myself real quick. Let me bring my crystals over. This is a big deal for you. I don't mean to what's the word? Over exaggerate. But this is a big deal, my guys. Capricorn, with the Scorpio energy, I definitely see some pretty big transformations in your love life, but I'm getting that it depends on how far you take it, because I am seeing spirit set the tone here with Jupiter. Spirit's throwing you a bone here, but like, how far are you willing to run for that bone? Like, how I'm just hearing like not very far. um I do see opportunities. Look at me still trying to channel with all this skepticism coming through. I I do see opportunities, and I see some pretty powerful shifts, especially when it comes to trying to confront your fears and overcome certain blockages around emotional intimacy, especially when it has to come, like when it comes to your fears of the worst case scenario happening. I genuinely feel like some of you are going to have the confidence to be able to really put yourself out there in the position of risking something. But I also think that a lot of you are going to really test this situation before you get to that point. You're going to try to say, you're going in a bit skeptical and saying, listen, Spirit, if this is exactly what that hermit lady was talking about, prove it. Show me. Give me a sign. And tell me that it's the right thing to do. Show me that it's the right thing to do. I'm not just going to jump and leap blindly. I need receipts. So let's have a look at this Jupiter energy. What is this opportunistic energy about? Oh, that's a good question, Em. Yoda is a Taurus. I mean, oh my days, no, he's not. He was born on the 16th of April, so based on Western tropical astrology, he's actually an Aries. Okay. What is this Jupiter energy about for Capricorn? What is this opportunity? Oh, we have the Page of Teacups reversed. Show me the proof. That's what the Page of Teacups is. Show me the proof. I'm not 100% convinced based on my feelings alone. Show me the proof. Show me the receipts that this is what I should be doing. What is going on with this Jupiter energy? The Ace of Teacups reversed. Okay. I need to stop laughing. Let's just take this seriously. What is going on with this Jupiter energy for Capricorn in their love life? We have the Empress. Okay. Impress the Empress. We have the King of Teacups at the back of the deck. See, I'm seeing a lot of love here. Look at the Strength card, the Nine of Wands. You're not making it easy for yourself to experience this, but I do see some love here. What is going on with this Jupiter energy? Let us clarify. What is going on with this Jupiter energy for Capricorn? I'm seeing you come out. The King of Pentacles is technically more Taurus, but we also have the Six of Cups. And the Ace of Wands coming out very shyly. Very shyly. Some of you could be dealing with someone who is intimidated by you. I'm sorry to laugh. At the back of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups. It is so hard to keep my own, like, Capricorn ego in check when I channel this, because I just feel myself reacting with you, and I'm not supposed to be reacting. I'm just supposed to be reading. But I do think with this Jupiter energy, you have opportunities in love. I almost wonder if one of these opportunities is someone who's already in your energy, but I feel like they're having a hard time finding how they fit in. Like, I'm almost seeing this person like, how do I even fit into Capricorn's love life? How do I even fit into their energy? And I'm hearing routine. So for some of you, it's logistics, but like in terms of different schedules, or you're having a hard time making time for each other. But for others of you, it just feels like this person's not getting a good read on you. And I'm seeing the universe kind of twisting something here. Like Jupiter feels like divine intervention in a way. A twist of fate is what I'm hearing. But I think that all of this is trying to kind of get you at the right place at the right time to be able to receive love. And I think that a lot of you have actively manifested this, whereas I think others of you, like, your life is going pretty well in other areas. So this is all that's left in terms of getting on track. And you're doing everything right. Like, I'm seeing you ticking boxes in other areas of your life in the month ahead. So it only really leaves room for love to go right as well, if that makes sense. I hope I can say that. I don't mean to minimize any challenges or struggles you may be experiencing, but I'm seeing like the stakes are high for this love interest. They're coming at you expecting you to reject them unless they take a more kind of playful, I don't even want to say playful, it's more serious, but it feels like very sentimental approach. So that's why I feel like you have history with this person. For the Six of Cups to come out, this person is looking at you as, well, you're probably going to say no, so like I'm going to come in and play my little violin and hit you with the feels. It almost feels like some of you have already been through something with this person, and that's their only way in, is through your past experience or your past memories, your fond memories. If that resonates, I think this person will pop up in places you've seen them before, but of course you have to be there as well. Anyway, I really feel like this person is expecting you to reject them. Or they just expect you to be focused more on yourself. The other message I'm getting with this Jupiter energy, this Empress and the Ace of Wands, I see someone wanting growth. And especially in this deck, the Empress is this beautiful, seasoned person. I feel like, I mean, I wouldn't jump to conclusions had we not have the King of Cups and the Nine of Cups over here as well. Although there seems to be uncertainty over being received well, I genuinely feel like you're dealing with someone who is emotionally available and who sees you as someone that could make them very, very happy. So what's the hang up? What is the hang up? We've got a person here, a love interest. So let's do a bit of sleuthing, shall we? I'm going to go ahead and assume that this is your primary love interest, but if anybody else does pop up, we'll check on them as well. Does it give you an X vibe? That's a good question. Is this an X? We're going to ask how you know this person. How does Capricorn know this person, Spirit? Because I'll be honest with you, this is very sweet energy. So if it was an X, it's not somebody who burned you to the point where you're like, I never want to see you again. This is a feeling of butterflies and warmth when they come back. Look what fell on the ground. We have the Four of Pentacles. This is someone who hasn't been able to let go of you. Someone who's very attached still. And I think that card came out because you were still holding... Oh, hang on a second. This Queen of Cups is reversed though. How does Capricorn know this person? The Tower. Sudden changes caused an end. And I think that you've been careful. So I do think that sudden changes may have caused separation or distance. But I also think that you're being very emotionally guarded towards this person. I think that you've either stopped yourself from developing feelings or you've had to force yourself to take it slow because you don't want to develop feelings too quickly with this person. Having a hard time opening up to them is the main message I'm getting. The Knight of Cups reversed. Yeah, you're not instigating anything with this kind of person. You're just taking a step back and focusing on yourself. And this person seems to know that. Have they already tried to approach Capricorn? We have the Emperor. Look at that. The Emperor and the Empress. I think they have. I don't know if you think they have. I think they have. I think they've even spoken to you before, most of you. Is this a brand new person? It's hard to miss this kind of person. I'm going to be honest with you. They're coming through as a very strong personality. I think this is someone that you've kind of started to feel chemistry towards, but things haven't really gotten to a more established place. Things just kind of sparked and they fizzled a little bit, and then something unexpected happened. And I think with the Six of Pentacles being here, this is someone who you either want to exchange time with, or they haven't given you any reason to cut them off because things have been pretty mutual up until this point. At the back of the deck, I'm seeing the Four of Wands reversed, so there's definitely an energy separation. There's a physical separation or a physical distance here. What is this person's energy towards Capricorn in the month ahead? Hi everybody, welcome Aki and Lulicat. What is this person's energy and feelings towards Capricorn in the month ahead? Magician reversed. They are missing you. So listen, for most of you, this is someone who's already aware of you. They feel concerned about any form of, I want to say they're missing you, but I also feel like they're worried about how they fit in. Like, how can I physically fit in to Capricorn's lifestyle? This person doesn't have a lot of confidence. They also see you as someone who has a bit of a barrier when it comes to communicating with you. Have you blocked this person? Look, Ten of Swords coming out. How are they feeling about Capricorn in the month ahead? We also have the Seven of Swords. Why is there all this trickery energy when it comes to communication? I wanted to say trickstery, but the S wouldn't come out. Why is there all this trick energy around communication? They're seeing you as someone that's being very secretive. You're keeping things on the low, not making it easy for this person to get a good read on you. They feel like you have the potential to hurt them, to be honest. There's a feeling of premeditated betrayal here with the Ten of Swords. Again, this person may see you as someone that's very skeptical, that's assuming the worst before it happens. The Queen of Pentacles, they see you as someone that is very high value, but I also feel like they see you as someone that is a bit of a boss, like you commandeer. And I feel like there's this immediate sense of needing to respect you. Even if this person doesn't know you very well, they just kind of feel like your presence has a hefty energy about it. Not in a bad way. This is key Capricorn energy here, though. It's intimidating for sure. It's just hard to read as well. I think that they find you attractive on a physical level, but their energy towards you is that they need to be careful because they think that you're being extra careful. This person believes that you are being guarded. Okay. I'm not going to get many more cards, but these two just fell on the ground. So there's a strong sense of attraction. There's also a feeling of them needing to have courage and really kind of assert themselves in order for the situation to be successful, as though there are challenges or obstacles for them to overcome. They feel like an underdog. It's not that they think that you have, well, to be honest with you, if this isn't someone you're already in a relationship with, they assume that you have choices. They just don't know where they stand with you in the month ahead. It's really weird. It's like feeling that connection, but when it comes to their feelings towards you, they're just assuming the worst. Like, look, there's Five of Pentacles right under the Two of Cups again. Wanting to move to calmer waters, wanting to have a conversation, wanting to kind of, yeah, but just feeling powerless. Hierophant reversed. Ace of Cups is upright though. Okay. Hermit mode. It's so like, will I, won't I energy. Should I, shouldn't I energy. I want to, but what if this energy? What is the advice? What is the advice for Capricorn? Hi, Aqua333. Welcome. We have Ungrateful Daughter and Earthly Mother. That card has come out for every earth sign. And it is reversed for you, sweet soul. Number 7 reversed. That's so interesting. That card's saying ignore your instincts and trust your intuition. Why is it telling you to do that? It feels like this is because I am picking up on self-sabotaging on both sides, but it's not a full-blown self-sabotaging moment. It's more of a fear. Look at that, a fearful world. A fear getting the better of you. What is the advice over here? We have love grows love. I do think that there is a strong connection. We had the Six of Cups, the Two of Cups make an appearance. We had the Nine of Cups, the King of Teacups. We even had the Ace of Cups come out a few times, once reversed and once upright. Knight of Cups came out a few times. What is the advice here? And we have body reversed. The back of the deck, we have repopulation. I'm hearing if I do things right the first time, I won't need a second chance. So that could be someone's mentality going into this, being fearful of messing it up. And so they're causing delays and creating blockages and just wanting to do things the right way. I do think that this repopulation card is referencing something that never truly got off the ground the first time around, or it's been very iffy up until this moment. There's been opportunities to take things to the next level, but those opportunities have not been seized. I think that the advice with this theme has a lot to do with aligning your actions with your intentions and your desires. Ungrateful daughter and earthly mother, what do you want in this situation, basically, is your first sort of advice / question. What do you want? Do you want this person? And they're going to make themselves more obvious because they were showing up as an emperor. They were showing up as someone whose energy is very obvious to you. You notice personalities like that, personalities that are very in charge, that are very kind of, I want to say strong. Doesn't mean they're always loud. It's the kind of energy that commands a presence. And they see that within you too. I do feel like this ungrateful daughter and earthly mother card is reversed because technically this isn't anything that you have to do, but if you want it, you should go for it. With love grows love here, I do think that this is a case of you reap what you sow, and putting in the right amount of effort or the right kind of effort to get the right outcome, which would apply practically in any other situation. Naturally, if you don't put time or energy into something, it's not really going to go anywhere. But you need to really think like that with your love life as well. There seems to be an opportunity here to really get into quite the positive feels situation in terms of developing feelings of emotional fulfillment and happiness, and even a sense of emotional security with someone. But again, you reap what you sow, and if this is something you want, you should go for it. With body reverse though, I can't help but feel like a lot of your fears are around what you're kind of choosing to pursue and whether you're taking on the right option, the right choice at the right time. It almost feels like a lot of the questions or the concerns and the blockages are around the practical, the physical, like the timing, we have different work schedules, so when are we supposed to see each other? And I think that all of those sort of physical blockages do have practical solutions. I also think that some of you are really overthinking something that is quite natural, and that is attraction. I think that you're almost looking for problems with this person. It almost is giving me like the vibe of a hypochondriac who goes to the doctor with mild symptoms of something, and then anxiety and an overdeveloped fixation is creating the problem. So I almost wonder if we do just kind of need to slip back into the natural flow of this and accept it as a positive opportunity. Let's keep going and see how the other themes relate, because I feel like I've really spent a lot of time on that one theme. Let's have a look at this masculine energy reversed. I try not to let your stream be the longest, but it almost always happens. It almost always happens. Your video ends up so long. Okay, what is going on with masculine energy? And for those who don't know, it's because I have a lot of Capricorn placements. So I always am having to come into these readings being super objective and very not wanting to be nepotistic as well. And it never goes that way because I end up getting super Capricorn and just delve deep into the logistics of your energy. And it's happening again. Let's have a look at this second theme. What's going on with this masculine energy for Capricorn? With less words, please. We have judgment. Interesting. What else can you tell us about this masculine energy with Capricorn? That's that repopulation energy again. Judgment and repopulation. What is going on? We have the Three of Ingots. Okay, we're finding solutions to our problems over here. We're also working with somebody. What is that about? Oh, Look who's come out again. The Ace of Wands, Ace of Chopsticks. It was reversed on the ground, but when I picked it up, it turned upright. Six of Wands, so that's the Six of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and Eight of Chopsticks, Eight of Wands. I'm hearing put your money where your mouth is, and you'll be surprised they actually do. This person will actually put their money where their mouth is. I'm going to leave them there because they're going to come out again in that. Oh my days. Oh my days. Okay. We have the Four of Ingots reversed. Interesting. I'm not going to clarify, but I will just shuffle, and whatever cards come out will help clarify what I'm channeling. I do think this masculine energy is about surrendering, sweet soul. I think that we know you're a doer. We know you got this in the bag. We know that if you could build a mountain yourself, you would do it. You could do it, but you don't need to prove that to anyone. You don't owe it to anyone. You don't need to do that for yourself. I think this situation is about being receptive and letting other people help you, especially your love interest. For some of you, this is about letting your love interest closer to you, full stop. And for others of you, this is about letting your loved ones help you, full stop. I do think that this Three of Ingots is you kind of getting support and being open to collaborating, exchanging time and energy and effort with other people when it comes to your love and people that you do love and care about. But I think that a huge lesson here in love has to do with you kind of getting a bit cheeky and smart with someone and saying, I'll believe it when I see it, like put your money where your mouth is, and then shock, horror, surprise, they actually do it. I feel like this Judgment card is some sort of truth, some sort of revelation, and almost an awakening moment of like really putting in the hard word and not expecting much to come from it, but it does. I do see a new opportunity manifesting because of this realization and because of the effort that is being made and because of the helpful collaboration with other people and because we have been receptive and open to collaboration in the first place. So I do think that the Six of Wands reversed energy is about being very like clear and direct with communication. Clear and direct to the point where you're able to be honest with whoever it is that you're dealing with over here about what you expect from them so they can go ahead and show you that they are serious. I do think that some of you are putting some sort of hard word on someone. Like, if this is what you want, you need to show me that you want it. Look, the Three of Pentacles again. I feel like you have someone who's really trying to get your attention and they're trying to get you to take them seriously, and it's exhausting because it seems to be taking either a lot of effort or a lot of time. But this King of Cups just keeps wanting to come back. The feels are there. The emotional attachment is there. Is there anything else you want to tell Capricorn about this, Spirit? What have I missed? Why is this masculine energy in their reading? Letting somebody else help. Look at who keeps coming back. King of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces could be significant, or placements. They're up. Wow. Yeah. Why are you pushing me away with the Three of Swords reversed? Okay. What else do you want to tell them about this masculine energy? I'm really hearing the strong message of let me help. Nine of Cups again. Sweet soul. Somebody really wants to make you happy over here. So why are they having a hard time telling you this with the Three of Swords reversed? It's like you're pushing them away. For some of you, this is a secret admirer. And I think with this masculine energy reversed, you are being very selective over who you let close to you. So if you do find that in the month ahead, this person never came forward, it is probably because you're being very specific about who you want towards you. And this could have just been another secret admirer who got tangled in the Capricorn web. But I think that for others of you, this is someone who's been meaning to come towards you, but they've been struggling to find a way to kind of talk to you about this. It's like you're always around other people. They're having a hard time getting you alone. There may have been a physical distance for some of you. You've blocked them for others of you, or you just don't even know who the hell they are with the Two of Swords. I think that you're in a space in the month ahead where there seems to be a lot of people wanting your energy, and this person is really standing out. But I think that you are being very specific about who you give your energy to, and you're only wanting to kind of pay attention to people that make a big impact. With this judgment card, it's not going to be everyone. You're only really going to focus on people that have your attention in the first place. And I think judgment is here because Spirit's going to make that clear. Obviously, there are other energies, but the main one who is trying to kind of get closer to you is going to be more obvious. Now, for Capricorns who are in a relationship, I do see your relationship kind of moving in the better direction and you both being very happy with the other, but there is still a difficult conversation that your partner is having trouble having with you. They're still struggling to tell you everything. There seems to be some sort of disconnect when it comes to something that's been on their mind, and they're just trying to keep you happy until they figure out how to tell you this. I don't think it's a bad thing, but it is going to change the course of your relationship, and they're hoping that you'll be able to see it as them taking you more seriously. But I think you're seeing it as them creating distance and separation between you, because them taking things more seriously could look like them focusing on a project or a career opportunity that is going to take them away from you. But it feels like your love interest is trying to kind of match your energy here. So what is the advice for Capricorn with this masculine energy reversed? A lot of your reading doesn't feel like it's about you. It feels like it's about what's happening around you. And I just have to tell you this so that you're more aware and less aloof. Like, you need to be aware that all of this is going to be happening around you in the month ahead. So what is the advice for Capricorn with this masculine energy? We have the gallery of those who came before. Hi, Barb. Welcome. I just saw your name pop up in the chat. We have Scribe Mirror. I'm going to shuffle these back in because there was 3 cards. Let me show you these cards a little better too. We have your dreams are closer than you think. Why are they reversed, Spirit? The gallery of those who came before and Scribe Mirror reversed with your dreams are closer than you think reversed. I am so confused. At the back of the deck, we have inside looking out. It's annoying because, like, I know why this is all reversed, but it's kind of like, why do we have to go through this again? I almost see with inside looking out here, you may be looking at something pass right before your eyes if you're not careful. And I don't actually believe we miss opportunities. I think that things do eventuate as they are intended to, but I can also see how your advice is encouraging you to be aware of how you do need to start thinking about ways to claim what it is that you want. And this masculine energy isn't about going out there and making it happen. It's reversed because Spirit is saying, is a lack of belief / confidence in the outcome being successful stopping you from being more receptive to opportunities? And I do think that outside looking, or inside looking out, should I say, is about figuring out how to let things come towards you better and how to open up and be more receptive to what it is that you attract. Because I almost feel like you've already attracted this. It's just finding a way to kind of get into your energy. And I see someone really kind of coming in with a lot of fire, if I'm honest, and a lot of passion. And I see quick movement, but I see long-term plans, if that makes sense. So it almost feels like communication could be really quick in the beginning, but I see like the plans are long-term and patient and steady. So it's almost like you're getting frustrated with the action and you're seeing that as, oh, well, it's just not going to work out. But the truth is the energy is here. It's just like the effort is spaced out in more of like a long-term, think of the future situation. With the gallery of those who came before, I feel like your advice here is to try to learn from your past, specifically you, sweets. Don't look into this person's history. Don't look into what they've been through. Look at yourself and your own disappointments in love and how your own actions have disappointed you at times, or your lack of action has disappointed you. I think that the gallery of those who came before is trying to do your best to learn with judgment here so that we don't accidentally project. I do think that judgment is here to help awaken you to the fact so that we can really reshape the future of your love life and the trajectory that it's currently on. And this isn't about denying yourself your true nature. We are who we are, but it is about trying to find ways to be more receptive and, I want to say, open to what it is that you want, because this masculine energy is an energy of want. And I think that to get what you want, you have to be more open to receiving it. With Scry Mirror reversed, I do think that some of you need to stop reading between the lines and really over-analyzing and over-examining this situation. I think you need to kind of just accept that what you see is what you get, and that the energy that you feel is what you feel, not trying to kind of over-analyze it to the point where it's so disconnected from your present situation. I almost wonder if the Scry Mirror is just encouraging you to stay present and to be aware and accountable in the moment. It's so interesting. Is there anything else they need to know about that Scry Mirror? We have broken and hatched. There's a strong message of allowing things to kind of fall apart so that they can grow better. That's interesting, because that is in reference to the Three of Swords moment, this difficult conversation, this separation for a lot of you. Letting things fall apart so that they can grow better. I feel like you've been through that. I think this is the growth phase, but I'm not seeing really signs of growth. I'm seeing signs of acceptance and signs of allowing something to be delivered. It's so interesting. With your dreams are closer than you think, I almost feel like this advice has a lot to do with letting go. With the 44 number here reversed, that is a strong feeling of letting go and not trying to kind of control how this happens and when it happens and where it happens and who it happens with. I don't think you can in this situation. I really feel like you have to relinquish the control of everything, in terms of everything that is out of your control anyway, and trying not to stress yourself out about that, just being receptive and open. I know that that's easier said than done, but trust that what is meant for you is already trying to find you and find a way with you. It just feels like what is missing is we need to kind of remove the skeptic guard, and we need to be aware, more aware, with the Judgment card, of projecting past concerns, past experiences, past fears onto present evolving situations. So I think that's really what I'm seeing with masculine reversed. I feel like this is going to be a very long reading, so I need to move forward. With your third theme over here, we have Saturn reversed and waxing gibbous moon reversed. I correct myself, Saturn is upright, the waxing gibbous moon card is reversed. What is this energy about? Saturn is your ruler, Capricorn, so it is a positive omen in your reading as far as I'm concerned. I see this as you being able to kind of pull on your strengths, whether you're a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Jupiter, Uranus, Mars, Venus, whatever it is. I feel like this is about you pulling on your strengths in order to make it through something with this waxing gibbous moon. That's an interesting energy to feel blocked. It's almost like you're having a hard time believing it's going to work out. So you're really trying to make it happen. Oh my days. So we're going back into this energy from that. What is this Saturn waxing gibbous? It's like sometimes I just channel the messages and then my brain processes what I'm saying, and it's like, oh. Ooh, 1111 in Melbourne. That's beautiful. We have the 10 of ingots reversed. We also have the Hermit card reversed. Wow. Welcome, Noel. We have the World card reversed, and we have the Page of Chopsticks upright. Let me get some more water in my soul. am feeling like the month ahead may be unnecessarily challenging. I can't lie. I need to call you out because we've been through this lesson. That's exactly what this masculine energy was just telling us, and yet we're repeating it over here. What is going on with this waxing gibbous? Is there anything I'm missing? Please correct me if I'm wrong. We have waning, so waxing is going to be over here. Please correct me if I'm wrong. We'll have a look at the shadow attributes of waxing gibbous. In shadow, this could be a time of overwhelm if you haven't been able to keep up with the flow toward growth. You may find yourself buried under intentions that seem too heavy to move forward. Capricorn. Question, how can you stay grounded during a highly activated moment in time? How do details motivate you? I almost see this as a coping mechanism. You're overwhelmed because, I'm not going to lie, things actually seem like on the surface they're moving towards like better outcomes, better, especially with this King of Cups, like they are persistent. This is somebody who is persistent. I would be very surprised if by our next love reading, you still don't know who this is, Capricorn. And by then, I'm just going to encourage you to please check your Venus sign because, or if you're a Capricorn Venus, please check your moon sign. Because I feel like this person, this energy is very persistent. I almost feel like this is you trying to cope with this energy. You're trying to go back to what is habitual, what feels safe, and what is somewhat of a coping mechanism for you. Whatever that is, whether that's by hyperfixating on your work with the Ten of Pentacles, hyperfixating on your sense of family, hyperfixating on some coping mechanisms from, learned behavior from your family members, or with the Hermit card reversed, trying to kind of isolate yourself, trying to just kind of push people away, or with the World card reversed, just trying to not see the situation for what it is by delving into vices and scapegoats and passing the general buck onto something else. I do feel like this is human nature over here. This is us feeling like this is a lot, even if it is a good thing, even if it is a positive shift, even if it is something that we are aware of and we've worked through before. It's happening again, and it's happening in a way where we have the potential to be very happy. And so that is scary. And so that is why it's hard to breathe a little bit over here. I'm not going to lie. Can we please clarify this energy? Is there anything I've missed with this theme? Whew. We have the Five of Swords. Okay, is there anything else I've missed with this theme? We have the Ace of Pentacles. Is there anything else I've missed with this theme, please, Spirit? What else does Capricorn need to know about this Saturn energy? Honestly, Lunacat does such an interesting comment because I just realized the final test in this situation is against the boss, which is you. The final level is you versus you. And this is going to be all too familiar because you've had to battle yourself before in different situations. Look at that. Four of Pentacles really wanted to come out with the Hangman. It's time to embrace a fresh perspective. A perspective that allows you to see beyond your constraints, especially with the Four of Pentacles, constraints that involve you getting detached or too attached to specific outcomes that aren't even going to grow anyway. I think that what's happening here is you're finding a way to get out of this kind of clinging on to something because I'm afraid of losing it, or detaching from something because I'm afraid of losing it, in order to allow the situation to grow more and to be more balanced. It's almost like you don't trust, unless you have full control over when it starts, when it ends, when it continues, you don't trust that it's going to work out well. You don't trust that the person you're interested is going to be able to follow up and continue the situation as you hope it will continue. So I do see this lesson, this final you versus you, the boss lesson, being about trying to overcome these feelings of wanting to walk away for some of you, and for others of you, these strong feelings of wanting to kind of make things work on your terms. I do see this as a weird compromise, but I think that for some of you, you're confronting yourself without even having a conversation with the person that you're dealing with. It's literally you and you. The Ace of Pentacles is telling me that all of this is going to pay off in terms of materializing in a tangible way, especially all the inner work you're doing, all the late night work you're doing when you can't sleep at night, all of the behind the scenes work that you're doing. Like, it is going to pay off. I just think that the way that it works out is different to how you're trying to make it happen with this controlling energy. And I almost see the World card reversed as a little plot twist right at the end of this month. I do think that something is going to happen because you haven't forced it to, and it's going to be refreshing, but it's also going to kind of catch you by surprise and maybe even freak you out a little bit. We have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. You do seem to be distracted on other things. You may be just doing your own kind of Capricorn stuff. Whether that is work, we don't like that stereotype, but you find ways to keep yourself preoccupied. Whatever it is, I do think that what you're not focused on is what is going to kind of work out for you in love. And while this lesson seems to be about control and learning to cope when you feel overwhelmed in healthier ways, that include validating what you're feeling in the first place and acknowledging what you're feeling in the first place, it's also going to help align you with seizing this opportunity because you know you deserve it. The back of the deck with the Two of Swords reversed, I do think that the confusion you've been experiencing is going to slowly lift, only because you're going to realize that there's only really one thing that you want to do and one thing that you want to kind of take action towards. And I almost feel like it's happening because it's the only thing that's really, I mean, this King of Cups has just been haunting your reading. Let's get some closing advice for this theme. Is there anything you would like to tell them about this Saturn waxing gibbous theme? So I'm not going to lie, when it comes to love, I am seeing you being in a situation in which you do feel overwhelmed. You do feel like you're kind of going through so many tests when it comes to love, or just a lot of trials and tribulations. But I also feel like you're being really hard on yourself and you're feeling like you need to kind of find ways to cope. And so you're sticking to things that are comfortable, to what is habitual, but at times what is not helpful. I do see Saturn as a positive influence with the Capricorn because we know how to make Saturn work for us. We know how to work with Saturn effectively. I don't think anyone can really own Saturn's energy though. Saturn just decides these things and we go along with it. But I just feel like that way of thriving at times is not how you thrive best all the time, if that makes sense. It's very cold. Like, it's calculated and it makes sense on paper, but love doesn't always thrive in Saturn's energy. And it's not the kind of energy I would want in a love reading, even if you were a Capricorn or an Aquarius. What is the advice here for Capricorn with this energy? We have healing through rest in the reverse position. Hi Deja, I will be doing Gemini tomorrow. I just don't know what time yet because I got to get some sleep after this. So depending on when I am functioning is when I will do it. I'm hoping I can do it in the morning, but I don't want to overcommit myself. We'll hope that I get a good rest and that I have energy in the morning. Otherwise, it'll be around the same time tomorrow for my air signs. What is the closing advice for Capricorn with the Saturn energies? Oh my days, we have been streaming for a while, you guys. Here I am saying I won't play favorites. We have Left Out with the Wolves. Okay. Chill, Daddy Saturn. Yes, literally. The Heart Eater reversed. At the back of the deck, we have Make Believe reversed. So Spirit's saying make it real. Make it real this time. You have the chance to make it real. and to not let it become a figment of your imagination. I also think that make-believe card is about being more aware of your subconscious or of the things that have been making the real less realistic. I don't even want to call them blockages because they are illusions. Like they aren't real. Their importance isn't real. And for some of you, this is about material stuff, but I don't want to harp on that stereotype because I personally, it's just tried and true, and it's not the main theme in your reading. So let's just say that this make-believe energy reversed is very much about focusing on what is real and what can be real for you. I do think with this healing through rest, your advice over here, your closing advice for this love reading, is very much about trying to find helpful ways of moving forward in your love life. Helpful treating me because we were just wrapping this up. Okay, I think we got this. I think we got this. Let me just wait for my chat to reload so that I can just check on y'all and make sure that if you do post anything, I'm answering. Ooh, yeah, very tricky. Are we connected? Because I'm talking, but I can't see myself. Let me refresh. Let's refresh. That's so annoying. So you see? You can! Okay, yay. Okay, yay. All right, let's get back into the rest of our messages. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. We can actually wrap this up properly. All right, so I don't even know what I was saying. Let me tune back into your energy. So we're wrapping up your Saturn and waxing gibbous energy. We were talking about healing through rest, but actually I was needing to move on to left out with the wolves. So, I know, thank you so much for coming through in the chat. YouTube puts a delay on the chat, so sometimes I say things and then I don't see your reactions until like 30 seconds later, but I'm so grateful. Thank you for telling me you could hear me again, Connie. Okay, so with left out with the wolves here, I feel like your advice with this theme is very much about trying to navigate these internal feelings, because I'm not going to lie, this feels like an internal process over here. This feels subconscious at times, but mostly something that we are very aware of and we try to push and we try to kind of battle with in a healthy way because we know this about ourselves. It almost feels like a shadow self that we dance with. Look at this, left out with the wolves energy. As advice, I do think that this is about confronting and overcoming and really kind of pushing through. Like, look at this beautiful little cat and all these predators around it. Not that wolves would usually be seen that way, but especially in this card, it's this imagery of being almost needing to kind of stand your ground. I do see you being able to overcome this because you're aware of it and because you're seeing it as a form of, I want to say, as your positive weapon as well. I do feel like this 35 card, this left out with the wolves card, has a lot to do with you being in the right headspace and mentality as well. Like, I do see this hanged man card reversed as you almost getting the right perspective in this situation. To be able to see that this situation is helping you, not distracting you. Some of you are looking at your love life as something that is distracting and that's something that is kind of not what you expected, so you're not going to focus on it. The Heart Eater card is interesting too, though. As advice, I almost wonder if you're thinking that what's happened is just going to keep happening, as though you're stuck in a bad luck spiral when it comes to love. I do wonder if you're projecting a little bit here, but I want to say that the Heart Eater card reversed as advice is more about being open and a little bit more, I want to say, kind when it comes to love. Like, I'm almost hearing that it's a dog eat dog world. You eat or you get eaten. Saturn's energy is really impacting you in a cold way in the month ahead, and I think that it's almost making you shut down on a prospective love interest here. And your advice comes back to that energy that I was feeling before about you reap what you sow. Love grows love. Left out with the wolves, you feel like you're having to defend yourself in this situation. You also feel like you're kind of entering something prematurely, and your advice is saying that you are rested enough, you are ready enough, you can do this. I think that it's literally you versus you over here, Capricorn. So I don't know if all of that technical issue was worth what we've been having to go through. I don't know if we needed it. I don't know if it really helped the situation, especially because now you're like super zoomed in. Let me move out a little bit so you can see everything. But I do think that this theme over here is really trying to encourage you to let good things happen for you in love. And your main theme seems to be receptivity. So, and who knows, maybe the theatrics of the technical difficulties was all a part of the message, a part of just letting these things happen and trying to kind of see that these distractions are helpful. I almost wonder if you're still trying to control this narrative a bit too much. It's going to be an interesting month in love because I do see a really prominent like love interest here for you who already has some pretty deep feelings for you and who is in an emotionally available space. They're just having a hard time getting through to you something that they really need to say. And I think a lot of your advice is about kind of trying not to project and being receptive and letting them kind of come towards you directly, and also giving the real a chance to be real instead of putting it in the make-believe. That's what this really feels like. So I think that's all I'm seeing for you, Cap. I think I kind of have to end your reading here, otherwise other signs are going to get very, very jealous. But it has been a pleasure and a joy to read for you. Thank you so much to everybody who was able to join. Thank you for all your time, your energy, your effort. Let me pull this back out, shall we? You can have a look at the bigger picture again. I hope that this reading was helpful. I hope it did fill in the gaps and that it is more helpful as the month progresses, especially when it comes to giving you a better understanding of what's going on. I don't know if the advice is really anything other than what you may expect from yourself. Like, I feel like you've got a good view of the situation. I think you know a lot of what I'm telling you. I just think that this reading is a helpful reminder of what it is that you can do in this situation and how things can work out for the better. I do see a positive shift, but I also see a cold response and a very kind of torturous response of trying to kind of make the situation more difficult than it needs to be, and worrying that you're not ready enough yet, or that this isn't the one that you've been waiting for when it comes to your lucky break in love. So I hope this reading was helpful. If it didn't resonate 100%, you could have messages in your moon or Venus sign. A massive thank you to all of you for being here. I wish you a prosperous, happy, abundant, successful, joyful month ahead. Please look after your beautiful selves, get some rest, or have a wonderful day. And I shall connect with you in another video. Bye.